Welcome to Cinco de Mayo. Did I say that right? Welcome to our school board meeting for May 5th. We're going to start this evening with the invocation from Mike Jones, who is from Town and Country Christian Church.
Let's go to the Lord in a word of prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this beautiful weather. We're thankful for a community like Yukon, Lord, that is not full of perfect people, but is full of faithful people. Lord, as my family and I get to know this town, we are overwhelmed with the genuine nature of those we meet and build friendships with. And I pray a blessing over this meeting tonight, that the words that are said lift each other up. The words that are said, Lord, the words of truth, as your word tells us, those words of truth are spoken in love. A love which doesn't avoid conflict, but a love which puts other people first and deals with conflict in a loving way. I thank you and praise you for everyone here who's making the time to be here and to share what you put on their heart and to put the future and the children of this community first. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. If everybody stand for a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we'll call the meeting to order and we'll do roll call.
Mr. Beetheimer.
Here.
Mrs. Cannon.
Here.
Mr. Fulson.
Here.
Mr. Wells. Mr. Young.
Here. All right, item 3, we have sitting Assistant Superintendent Diana Lipsack, who's going to lead our meeting today. So you have any comments from the superintendent's office?
We do. We have several, and it is an exciting night because we get to honor a lot of awesome kids. You can see them all in the back and some sitting up here. And then we also get to recognize some amazing educators. So tonight is very, very special. So we are going to start with honoring our state champion winter guard. So I'm going to ask Mr. Rivera and then Madison Becker, their coach, to please come to the podium. And then we want the winter guard kids up here. So when they're talking about how amazing you are, everyone can see you, so you can come to the side, and then we want to make sure and get a picture. While they come up, yes, applause.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name's Madison Becker, as she said, and this is Bruce Holstoppel, and we're the directors of the combined Yukon Winter Guard and Color Guard programs. We had a really record-breaking season this year. To go in order, we attended the WGI Tulsa Regional in Tulsa, where we became 4-time finalists. Following that, we attended the WGI Power Regional in Northern Texas, where we became 2 times finalists. After that, we attended WGI World Championships in Ohio, which is a very large contest over several states, several arenas, several days. And out of 131 groups, we finished the top 20 for the 2nd year in a row. After that, we came home and competed in the WGPO, which is Winter Guard and Percussion of Oklahoma State Championship, in the classification of Scholastic A, where we actually won the state championship. And then on top of that, we also broke a score of 90, and we were the only people in our classification to do that. The support from the community has been absolutely amazing. Last weekend, or actually a week ago today, we were welcomed at the state capitol by Representative Siegel to be recognized for our season. So thank you to everyone who made that possible. And then again, thank you to Mr. Rivera for his continued support and leadership, as well as Ms. Carla Smith for allowing us to use our rehearsal site at her school. To the Yukon band boosters, to all the parents, to all the students for your continued support and dedication to make this happen. And of course, to Yukon Public Schools for allowing us to have these opportunities to continue to show that Yukon really does have the best students.
are going to ask our state champions to go right over to the step and repeat. Yes, that's really what it's called. That thing right over there. And we're going to get your group picture with your banner and your coaches, everybody. I got the honor to watch their performance at the preview. It's to Fast Car. It is amazing. They have worked so hard this season. So thank you guys for bringing home the championship to Yukon. While they get their picture, we're going to get organized for our next group of students to reward here. So we're going to ask our Character Strong winners. You're going to meet back at the Y. You're with your principal. We're going to do the group picture first. Then we'll recognize you individually. And so if Mr. Jewell and Mr. Hine will come up, and we'll get our award winners in the back for their picture. Little transition here, bear with us. I don't think, they don't look like they're in the mood for Tracy Chapman.
Are you? I don't huff creatine, so calm down.
Engine plan.
No.
Okay.
You read that?
All right, we're getting them organized. Parents, there's still some seats up here. If you want to come up, they will come right here with their principal for a picture. If you want front row seats to get those shots, please move up.
After we do this, and I do my little presentation, we're gonna have to come back. So after the last item before the executive session.
So we're not doing his at the end of everybody else's.
No. We're gonna let all these people go. And just do this. So all these people have to do the entire business.
All right, principals, if you'll bring your award winner up here to the side. We're going to go with our pre-K3 first, intermediate second, then middle school, high school, and Yale.
Okay, good evening. My name is Scott Hine. I'm the Executive Director of Elementary Education. This is one of my favorite things to do. Mr. Jewell, my buddy, and I, we love celebrating kids with our great principals, and we love to give them these Miller Strong Awards. They are all going to earn a t-shirt. We love coming to the schools. I know I see my winners wearing their shirts in their schools really proudly. Our principals and their teams have chosen students who best represent character in their sites, and we are thrilled to recognize them tonight. We're going to start with Dr. Pierce in Surrey Hills. Dr. Pierce brings up Avery Lavallee. Avery is one of the hardest working students we've ever had a chance to teach. She's made so much educational progress this year, and she should be recognized for her perseverance and work ethic inside the classroom. Great job, Avery. You are the best, and that is why you are Surrey Hills Miller Strong winner. Next up is Mrs. Dutton from Myers, and she brings with her winner Aliana Martinez. All year, Aliana has stood out not just for her academic efforts, but her courage and integrity. She has consistently chosen what is right, even when no one is watching, proving time and time again her true character. In every situation, she's shown incredible courage, whether it's standing up for a classmate, tackling a tough challenge, or simply being kind when it matters the most. She doesn't look for recognition or a reward. She just always does what she knows is right. She's a friend to everyone, offering a smile, a helping hand, and a listening ear. In a world where it's often easier to follow the crowd, she has shown the courage to lead by example. Aliana, congratulations. Myers, Miller. Next up, Mrs. Gallagher from Central brings up her winner, Mr. Briggs Robinson. Briggs is a kind and compassionate friend. He's a bit shy, but always willing to help his teachers and his fellow students accomplish any task. He's an overall great kid. Briggs is helpful towards friends that are struggling with figuring out what to do on the computer. He's happy to help. I've noticed him helping friends on several occasions, and I know if I need a helper, he will step up. Briggs has a huge heart and always volunteers to help someone when they're struggling in class. He's a unified partner and shows compassion and respect towards others. Briggs Robinson, Central's Miller Strong winner. Next up, Mrs. Smith from Skyview. She brings with her Briley Adams. Briley is an exceptional human being, mature far beyond her years. She always has an upbeat attitude and always looking for the positive side of things. She has a genuine heart for others and will go out of her way to try and help those that are hurting. She puts in full effort in all that she does. One teacher even said, "I truly believe I've never seen her give up on anything, no matter how tough it might be." What a blessing she has been to all of her fellow classmates and teachers. Briley Adams, Skyview's Miller Strong winner. Next up from Parkland, Mrs. Mitchell brings up Miss Whisper Bohannon. Whisper has shown courage by coming to a new school mid-year and jumping right in. She was quick to make friends and worked hard on whatever assignment was given to her. I can count on Whisper to do the right thing, even if others around her are not. Whisper's a great example of what having courage looks like. We are so glad she came to Parkland. Whisper Bohannon, Parkland's Miller Strong winner. Next up, Mr. Stowe brings up Shedex winner, Mr. River Borders. River excels academically in the classroom, but he stands out this school year because he's become more of an advocate for himself. Hang on just a second. He has improved his response time to teachers and environment, and he has expanded his social circle. River has also learned and applied strategies to be more flexible when routines change. These skills have led him to be willing to try new things, volunteer, and participate in class, and initiate conversations with peers and adults in the building. Congratulations, River. Shedex. Next up is Ranchwood's winner with Mrs. Light, Mr. Mason Diven. Is it Diven or Diven? Diven. Diven, I had it right. It's also Mason's birthday today. But let's give a huge shout out to Ranchwood's phenomenal third grader, Mason Diven. His exceptional leadership skills shine through how he inspires and guides his peers, fostering teamwork and positivity in everything he does. Also, he excels academically, demonstrating a remarkable dedication to learning and a genuine thirst for knowledge, but most importantly, his kind heart. Respectful nature and overall wonderful spirit makes him an absolute joy to have at Ranchwood. He's truly an amazing young man, and we are so incredibly proud of all he does each and every day. Mason Diven, Ranchwood's Miller Strong winner.
Next, we have our secondary candidates. First up, we have Redstone Intermediate with Miss Tracy Sawinski and our winner, Michaela Oruru. Michaela has been the shining example of what being a Redstone student looks like. She is kind, respectful, hardworking, a friend to everyone, and so much more. It has been such a joy watching Michaela grow into such a confident, strong, beautiful young lady. She exudes positivity and is a natural leader who can always be depended on. Michaela works hard and is going to be a superstar moving into the middle school. Miss Garcia, you're getting an amazing student and one that I'm incredibly proud to say is Redstone's final Miller Strong student. Go be awesome, Michaela. Redstone will forever be rooting for you. Next, we have Mr. Ryan McLaughlin with Independence's Miller Strong winner, Miss Annalie Reyes. Annalie has been a role model from the moment she walked into Independence. She is a natural leader in the classroom, avoids drama at all costs, and is a friend to everyone. She cares a lot about her schoolwork, strives every day to get better, and is constantly following the Miller 5 expectations. We are so thankful to have a student like Annalie at IIS because she brings out the good in everyone she meets. Thank you for continuing to share your light with the students and teachers. We're going to miss you like crazy next year, but we wish you all the best at the middle school level. Keep rocking on, Annalie. Independence's Middle Strong Women. From Lakeview Intermediate, we have Mr. Sam Summers and Mr. Brady Lalonde. Brady shows that he is always ready to learn each day by coming prepared, staying focused, and approaching challenges with a growth mindset. He is relational, always creating positive connections with classmates and teachers through kindness and teamwork. Not to mention, he tells each teacher to have a great lunch and a great day. He is beyond respectful, which shines in every interaction. He is such a light to have in the classroom. Brady is so deserving of the Miller Strong Student of the Month. He is truly the best representation of a Yukon Miller. We are all so proud of him. Ladies and gentlemen, Brady Lalonde. From Yukon Middle School, we have Miss Karen Garcia and Miss Shanae Willis. Yukon Middle School is honoring the character trait of perseverance. We want to recognize Shanae Willis. This isn't just a recognition of achievement, it's the recognition of heart, grit, determination, and tenacity. We are so excited to be recognizing in our students someone who never gave up, even when things got pretty tough. She faced several challenges with courage and kept going when it would have been a lot easier to quit. It's this kind of thing that shows us all what true strength looks like. Shanae reminds us that perseverance is about progress, not perfection, and that success is often found in simply refusing to stop. Please join me in celebrating an awesome example of resilience and hard work, Miss Shanae Willis. From Yukon High School, we have Miss Melissa Barlow and Miss Berkeley Vickers. Berkeley meets the criteria for the character strong words of kindness and respect. These describe Berkeley extremely well due to her inclusive personality and willingness to know those around her. Each week, there is a moment in class where she sees a moment to lead and be kind. She always delivers with a proud and emphatic statement that gets the attention of those around her in a positive way. We are proud that she is a Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Berkeley Vickers. And although our Yale student couldn't be here, I would be remiss if we didn't read the kind words that were said about our student, Miss Kaylee Cagle, from Miss Shane, Kaylee's teacher. Over the time I've known Kaylee, she has consistently demonstrated admirable qualities. She is kind, reliable, honest, and committed to success. Kaylee approaches every challenge with thoughtfulness and integrity while treating others with genuine respect and empathy. Kaylee is a positive example to her peers and faces every challenge with a strong work ethic and a determination to succeed. I have no doubt that her character traits will aid her in her future successes. One round of applause for Miss Kaylee Cagle.
But wait, there's more. We're going to recognize more kids. And at this time, I'd like Robert Wetzel, our YPA president, to come up to the podium to present our scholarship winners for this year.
I think it's great the way Yukon recognizes all the great students that we have. And each year, YPEA gets to recognize some students and give them a very small scholarship. But it's a very big recognition because as I looked over this year's application, they're all on the top of their class, great GPAs, good scores on their ACT. But then I looked and we're going to have a couple of firefighters, either a doctor or a surgeon, they can't figure that one out yet, and a DNA analyst. Mm. They've done things like coach sports camps for children, work in the Firefighters Explorer Camp, and among other things that they've done for volunteer work. And so it's just a great group of students. And I would like to recognize 4 students who are getting the Anton Yonda Scholarship. And before I call them up here, I'd like to remind y'all that Anton Yonda was on our school board some time ago, and it takes on a little bit special meaning now because we have Tony Yonda, his son, who's filling in his dad's footsteps. So we recognize Anton Yonda every time we give out this scholarship. Our first scholarship goes to Emily Brinkley. Keegan Brush. Grady Hoke. and Allison Smith. We've got a lot of great students that will leave this year from Yukon High School, and these are just a few of them. Thank you.
All right, now for more stars of the show, and that is our retirees. This is always bittersweet. They're way happier than we are. And so if our retirees will come right over here, Miss Whitmer, if you'll come help with apples. I'd also like to introduce Fran Cates and Susie Grimes from the Canadian County Retired Educators Association. And I'd also like to invite our board to come to the front of their tables to shake hands and congratulate our retirees. All right. They want to know the order now. They're like, we'll put ourselves in order. No.
If you can't do that, you don't get to retire.
They'll figure it out. All right. It is my honor and privilege to get to introduce this group of retirees and wish them well into their journey. So the first person we're going to celebrate tonight is Vicki Bonney. Vicki has been teaching for the last 29 years in Yukon. She's been in the education field for 30 years. Vicki was an aide at SheDeck before going to Mustang Trails for a year. I don't blame you for coming back. She then came back to Yukon and has taught at Skyview Elementary for 13 years and is finishing her career at Lakeview Intermediate. Well, it's been everything but, intermediate, all the things, where she has taught for the last 15 years. Her favorite memories are working with the best teachers and making lifelong relationships with teachers, students, and parents. After retirement, Vicki says she will enjoy doing what she wants to do when she wants to do it. She is also excited to spend time with her grandson, and she's looking forward to the 2028 Olympics, where she plans to serve as a volunteer. So congratulations. All right, next up is Janice Jordahl. Come on up, Miss Jordahl. Your hands are going to get tired from clapping. These are great people, so just keep going. Janice has dedicated 31 years to the field of education, with 31 of those years in Yukon. Janice has had many jobs at Yukon throughout her years. She's been a helping hand, a cafeteria hostess, a crossing guard, and a paraprofessional. In retirement, Janice plans on taking a family cruise and then hop aboard her RV and travel to see all the national parks. The middle school will not be the same without her. So help me celebrate Janice Jordan. All right, next up, the fabulous Trudy Dixon. Come on up. Lakeview, what are you going to do without all these people? Sam, oh my. Trudy is retiring after 13 years in Yukon Public Schools. She's been a substitute teacher and is ending her career as a para-educator at Lakeview Intermediate. Her favorite memory is, this was my second family. The students that I have helped, I have been blessed by them. In retirement, Trudy will be a volunteer, that does not surprise me at all, and relax and just enjoy her retirement. So help me celebrate Trudy Dixon. Okay, all right. They don't get any easier. Tanya Taylor. Oh, I know. Sorry, I'm out of order. No, we're going to do Tanya Taylor. Sorry, I'm out of order. I get all flustered.
I was in the right place.
Okay.
I make a little follower.
She is worried we meant it. She can't retire now. I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
was in the right place.
Tanya started her teaching career teaching first grade in her hometown of Clinton, Oklahoma. She taught first grade for 5 years and second grade for 1 year before getting married and moving to Yukon. After moving to Yukon, she started teaching at Shedeck Elementary. While at Shedeck, she taught second grade for 3 years, first grade for 15 and a half years, and then became Shedeck's EL teacher for the past 9.5 years. She has dedicated 34 years to education with 28 years in Yukon, all at Shedeck Elementary. Tanya's favorite memories are everything about Shedeck. She writes, for the past 28 years, Shedeck has been more than just a workplace. It's been a second home. The friendships and bonds I've built with my students and coworkers over the years have meant the world to me. Shedeck will always hold a special place in my heart. In retirement, Tanya plans to spend quality time with family, read, volunteer, and garden. So, congratulations. Okay, I'm back on track. Charlotte, I have not forgot you. I've not forgotten any of you, so there we go. Okay,
Who is it?
okay.
Which one?
Charlotte King, okay.
You got a whole posse back
She does. Charlotte's amazing. Charlotte is retiring after 18 years in education, 15 of those in Yukon. I got to work with Charlotte. She's amazing. Charlotte was a preschool teacher at Resurrection Lutheran Church before coming to Yukon Public Schools. While at Yukon, she has been a classroom aide and a paraprofessional at the middle school. She's also been a library aide at the middle school, and then she's also been split between Lakeview and Independence Intermediate, that back row back there. When asked about her plans for retirement, she simply stated to travel. Do you have anywhere you're going specific?
Yes, we're going to Jamaica in June.
Okay, all right.
And then we're going to tour the parks in August.
Well, you may see Janice. She's going to be touring the parks. That'll be so
Exactly.
fun.
Yes.
All right, help me celebrate Charlotte King. You can't avoid them. They're waiting. Okay, all right. Okay, Donella Mashaw is our last, but here she comes. Cheering fan, I like it, her little section. Donella started her career in Carlsbad, New Mexico, teaching 5.5 years as a special education, self-contained classroom teacher, mild moderate teacher, and in behavior classrooms. She was also a special education kindergarten teacher and assistant principal at the Early Childhood Center. Sister, you've done it all. In Oklahoma, she taught 1 year at Caddo, Kiowa Technology Center, 1 year in Carnegie, which is grades 1st through 6th, and then 15 years in special education in Anadarko, in all sorts of special education rooms. She finally came to Yukon and to teach the last 11 years at Skyview in a resource and leap classroom. When asked about her favorite memory, she said, I've loved making connections with students and their families, having them come back to Skyview to visit me. I love this story. One student in particular has come back to see me often and brought gifts. Well, no wonder you like them. He came last year to thank you for helping him make it into the National Honor Society. She says, I'm so proud to have made a lasting impact. The friendships I've made with my peers at Skyview will forever be a joy to me. They fed my soul with laughter and tears as we worked side by side. As I leave, I will hold all these memories near to my heart. In retirement, Donella will be taking care of her elderly parents, enjoying the time they have left, very special time, chasing after her 3 grandchildren and soaking up their love and coming back to Skyview to mentor and love on some students. So help me recognize Donella Mensch. You may have noticed we're missing one retiree. He will be recognized in just a little bit. That retiree is Dr. Jason Simmeroth. He's just going to have to sit there and wait a minute. So I do want to say this year's retirees have dedicated 291 years to the field of education, and 198 of those years have been here in Yukon. So we are truly losing treasures, but we wish them the absolute best and can't wait to hear all their stories of travel and just time with family. So give them one last round of applause. All right, we are almost done with the superintendent's report. One quick announcement. It's kind of one of those that we read occasionally. If you would like to receive, and this is to all the, I'm going to say thousands of people streaming this meeting. Let's go big. If you would like to receive an email alerting you to posted board meeting agendas and minutes, go to yukonps.com. About YPS, then click on the Board of Education, Board Agendas, and the e-meeting system. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the subscribe button. Ooh, I feel like an influencer. I've never got to say that. Click subscribe. That's really exciting. Okay. And then finally, we would just like to say congratulations to Sherry Blossom at the middle school. She is an OECU grant recipient for her project Clear Sound at the middle school. So congratulations, Sherry.
Okay. Well, thank you, Diana. Moving on to item 4, board member communications. Individual board comments. I think we'll start this time with Tony.
No, just congratulations to all the educators that retired tonight and the students that received awards. And of course, thank you to Dr. Simroth.
Brian?
No comment tonight.
Suzanne?
I would like tonight to congratulate all of our retirees. We cannot have school without these people who retired and their peers. We have been so lucky to have these people in our midst, mentoring and loving and taking care of our kids, teaching them, getting them ready. We're going to miss them all. I would like to wish all of our seniors this year all the best as they graduate. As a lot of you know, graduation is one of my top 2 favorite things. So I'm looking forward to that. And as we all go forward into summer, as the school year wraps up, I want to wish everybody safety and happiness. Now, I would also like to recognize our new superintendent, Keith Siner, who is here. And stand up, Keith. Dr. Simroth is here also, and we have a little something for him here in a minute. So anyway, thanks for coming tonight.
No comment from me. So we'll go to item 4B. Upcoming events. Obviously, one of the biggest things on there would be graduation on the 23rd. And then going to item 5, communications. You said nobody's here to address the board. Okay, moving on to item 6, finance consent docket. All the finance consent items will be discussed and considered or approved or disapproved by one vote unless somebody wants to separate one of the items out specifically. Do we have any discussion? I don't. Anything from you? No? Okay, so we have a motion.
Make a motion that we approve the items 6A to 6C.
Second.
Have a motion and a second.
Mrs. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Colson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Bean?
Yes. Item 7, this is consideration and a vote to elect or not to elect the following as a new member of the Board of Directors of the Oklahoma Public School Investment Interlocal Cooperative. And it would be position number 12, Mandy Kincannon. Sorry, I said that wrong. Do we have a motion or discussion? I guess we should say first. Now we have a motion.
Motion to approve.
A second.
I think Brian beat her out.
Okay, Brian, you can have it.
A little faster on the draw.
Me? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Colson?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Bean?
Yes. Go on to item 8, business consent docket. All of the items will be discussed, considered, and approved or disapproved by one vote unless a board member requests to separate one of them out separately. Do we have anything that needs to be discussed? I know I had some questions that got answered. Anybody?
We're good.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I move that we approve all of the items on the agenda as listed.
Second.
Mrs. Gannon?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Yonda?
Yes.
Mr. Greener?
Yes. So item 9, we don't have any new business, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Is this where okay. So before we go into item 10, we're going to take just a second to have Jason come up real quick.
Push him out of his chair. So I'm going to read the formal part. Dr. Simmeroth started off his career at Mustang Public Schools as a middle school teacher and coach, rising to the ranks of secondary curriculum coordinator there. He then moved to Putnam City School District as a middle school administrator and then the executive director of curriculum and instruction. He was then the superintendent of Durant Public Schools and finally finishing up his career as the superintendent of Yukon Public Schools. Dr. Simmeroth has been with Yukon for the last 11 years with 30 total years in education. We asked Dr. Simmeroth about his favorite memory. He said, well, I can't do just one. I love reading to elementary kids, shaking hands with every graduate at graduation, having a young lady that I mentored since 4th grade graduate. But then the most cherished aspect of the last 30 years is the unconditional love and constant support from Julie, Summer, and Dawson. With all Dr. Simmeroth's extra time, he will be embracing a newfound freedom by pursuing hobbies, traveling to explore new horizons, dedicating time to family and friends, serving others, and prioritizing health and well-being through exercise and mindfulness. You're going to turn Zen now as he jumps to the second curve of life. So please help me in recognizing Jason Simmeroth.
So I get the privilege to do the formal part, which is handing you this. Thank you for this. This token, which is just saying thank you for 11 years. I've had 2 separate stints with Jason. There's been a lot of fun and sarcasm that we've had thrown both directions. And I do know and can attest to the fact that your better half is right over there. Very sweet, always very welcoming anytime you talk with Julie. So I think this is one of those things that you need to cherish this time, man. You're going to have time on your hands, cherish the time, and enjoy your retirement. I think there's one more person that wants to have just a final word.
We're going to read tonight. We have Dick and Jane.
Don't call me that. And my term's over, it's his turn.
You're still an HR nightmare.
Don't stand in the chair, please, Suzanne.
Thank you.
I'll just fall off of my shoe instead. How's that? Okay. Now, I have props.
Is the chair for you or for
No,
the
no,
props?
no.
The chair is for the props.
Okay, the chair's for the props.
Yeah, you might want to turn that off.
From it. I'm backing away from it.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay. I have been told by Jeff that I have 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go for 10 and hope that's enough. Before we get started talking about Jason, I want to talk about Julie. because without Julie, there would be no Jason. Well, there might be, but not the, anyway,
There'd be no Summer or Dawson.
yeah, Summer Dalton, right. So what many of you do not know is that every board meeting, once a month for 11 years, Julie Simmeroth has made the school board a pie for executive session. So all these years, you've wondered, why do we have to have so many executive sessions? Well, now you know. Julie, I have an award for you. If you would please come up and accept. This is your trophy for the best pie maker in Yukon Public Schools. And I would like to, I'm going to read from my book of Dick and Jane. And I would like to thank you all for being here tonight to help us celebrate just a few moments of Jason's time here with us. There's a lot that's happened over 11 years, too many things to mention in the short amount of time I have. So I'm going to hit just a couple of highlights before I move on. But we now have Redstone Elementary. Therefore, we have Tracy and her crew. So that was part of one of our 2 bond issues that have passed since Dr. Simmeroth has been here. We have 2 new buildings going up at the high school. We have new playground equipment. We have new roofs on some of our schools. There's been a lot accomplished, a lot accomplished. So, like I said, too many to mention, but we're starting there. Now, I'm sure you all know that here at Yukon, we celebrate everything with a t-shirt. We have a t-shirt for every occasion. So, I want to start off with that Yukon began in 1891. This is when we started having Yukon Public Schools. I'll just let you know.
Can you put them all on?
It'd be better if,
Let's have some fun. Come on.
Just one after another. Let me see this.
One at a time.
I can't wait till there's an extra small.
Okay, so when Jason first joined us, we had a t-shirt. And it says, growing up toward a better tomorrow, Yukon Public Schools. So we started off his tenure with us with this t-shirt. So. I collected t-shirts from a number of sources. And so for those of you who helped me, thank you very much. Oh, no, we're not stopping there. Well, just do your best. So we have grown to 7 elementary schools, 3 upper elementary schools. Our middle school and our high school are still there. When Jason came here 11 years ago, he didn't have gray hair. Anyway, we had 7,442 students. Now we have 9,509 students. That's a phenomenal rate of growth. And with the leadership of Dr. Simmeroth, his leadership team, and our very fine teachers and administrators on the ground, you know, I'm very proud that we've done that. So I have representation of some of our schools. So we'll start off with the elementary schools. And the first one is Parkland, where our family spent 7 years at least. And then my husband continued on there after our grandchildren moved on with our therapy dog, Sophie. You gonna make it? We have That's about it. How about this one?
Adam, no sleeves, baby.
Okay, Independence was the middle school when my kids went to school here. And on this is typical. All the things on these shirts are typical of Yukon. This shirt says, if you are tempted to say, I can't, have the courage to say, yet. I can't yet. So then we also have Lakeview, and we have adventure waiting at Lakeview. Yes, so that's, and then we would have Redstone, except I don't have a Redstone shirt. So then we move on to the Miller School, the middle school,
Middle school.
where tradition starts at the middle school. And of course, we have our high school. Do you know how many t-shirts I've gotten over my time here? Yeah. So, my speech is on sticky notes. In our academics, I think that's the very basis of why we're here. We have lots of fun and lots of other things. So I'm going to hit on this just briefly, as I am everything else. With our academics, we've now got PATHS, which is pursuing an associate's degree through high school in partnership with Southwestern Oklahoma State University. That's a big deal. We have transitioned our pre-K and sixth through sixth grade to standards-based report cards. We've started a K through 12 virtual school, providing school choice for our students. They don't need to go anywhere else. We have it all here. And we have established a financial system where teachers will always have evidence-based resources. So those are just a few of the highlights with that. Now, let me turn the page. Stories, family fun. See it go. Guess, something for Sally. Do what I do. Okay, we have more sports than you could possibly keep up with. And so I have a few things to celebrate some of our sports. There are too many to mention, but we're going to start off with wrestling. Wrestling. We got wrestling. And we also have tennis. We have golf, we have volleyball, we have soccer, we have got it all. We also have basketball. We have all ages of basketball and these sports. Not to be outdone by football. We have a few hundred kids who like to play football, and it brings us all together for Friday Night Lights, which I love because I feel so in tune with the rest of the United States on Friday night when we are sitting there cheering on our team. We also have Yukon Sports Medicine. And this is the Bedlam shirt because, yes, we have Bedlam. There's this school south of us a little ways, and they keep showing up. And so we have to go fight, beat Mustang. In addition to a lot of the other awards we have academic awards, we have sports awards, we have band awards. Our band has really been doing well. And the kids put in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And then they put in a couple more hours. And then their teachers are there with them. And they put in all those hours. They are very good. So to celebrate band, we have a middle school band t-shirt. We also have orchestra. This is our first year for orchestra. And those of you who know me know that every year I have been lobbying for orchestra, and Dr. Simmeroff finally got on board with orchestra. Took forever, but we finally got it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So we have some events to talk about, but we have been the best workplace 8 times. Yukon Public School, home of the Millers, we have been top workplace in Oklahoma for 8 years. Now, this is something that happened that really wasn't great. And the reason why it happened wasn't great. Our teachers went on strike. Teachers in Oklahoma have been grossly underpaid forever, as long as I can remember. Back in the 60s, when my mother taught special ed, she said, if I made 25 cents an hour for every kid that's in my classroom, I would be rich. Things are much better now. We've still got a ways to go, but our teachers went on strike. And with Dr. Simmeroff's leadership, we were the first school to go out in support of the teachers. First or second, but I think we were first. But anyway, that support for our teachers is so incredibly important. And we have a t-shirt for that too. You didn't see this one? But this one has Stand United, Yukon Miller Stand United, and then on the back, it says, what does it say?
Together we are stronger.
Together we are stronger. And we are. We all have to work together, support each other, be together, because together we are stronger. I didn't have a t-shirt for this one, but I found one that I think is kind of sort of appropriate. It still talks about Yukon being united, and then we had the COVID epidemic. The first person who died of COVID was from here in Yukon. He was a fine man. I knew him from my church, and we had to deal with COVID in our school districts. And it was a very hard time. It was a divisive time. We had people dying all around us. It was hard. It was hard for you. It was hard for the kids. It was hard for all of us. And so Dr. Simmeroff stepped up to the plate and did his very best to lead us through an impossible situation. There was not anything that was going to be good, no matter what. It was all bad. The good news is we'd gotten some money from the feds, ESSER funds. And the first thing that Dr. Simmeroff did was get with Mr. McDaniel, and they ordered Chromebooks and iPads. And every child in our district had an electronic device when it came time to go home for school. If we had children who didn't have access to the internet, there was a hotspot for them to rent. We put hotspots in the manufactured homes editions out there. We had hot lunches for students. I believe our lunch participation went up 33% during that time. When I go to Washington every year, I always lobby for free lunches. Hasn't worked yet, but I keep trying. So thank you for all of that. That was hard. That was hard. The T-shirt that the district had at that time, which I don't have, but the words on it were, "The comeback is always greater than the setback." And we have come back and we're good. This district is still a destination for children to come to learn. So, we also have always had a word of the year. We had, most recently, Stronger Together. Mr. Sliner, pay attention. Simply the Best. That's a few more than one word. We have
What year was that?
19?
I don't know.
19. History? 19?
Anyway, that's all right.
Oh, I found
1819,
it.
that's the code.
It's here, Delinda. Okay, together. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. It was on that gray shirt. I didn't see it. Okay, and then we have Elevate. This was one of my favorite ones because it was elevate.
The expectation of the student, the district,
This,
everybody.
yeah, elevate. I love that. So, a couple years ago, well, let me go back farther. The superintendent before Dr. Simroth had helped us update our mascot and some other things. And there was a huge number of people who really weren't crazy about that.
Do you guys know what it's called?
No, don't say it.
Can I say it?
No.
Yeah, say it.
No.
I don't
Say
No, we are live on the internet. No.
Do it, do it, come on.
No. HR says no. No, I have your paycheck for 3 more months.
You get to be the fun police.
When you name me HR.
Ask somebody who knows. It's
So recently, we got our Miller Man back. Yay! Applause, please. We had a transition back to our Miller Man. Do you all know why we have a Miller Man? Do you know what that represents? You know? Yeah. Oh, he did? That's fabulous. We had a mill here, and so our team became the Millers. So, the last T-shirt. In closing, I'd like to thank you for
There we go. Happy trails, man.
This is Dr. Simroth and Jill riding off into the sunset together. So, best wishes in your retirement.
You know, at the Oscars, I think they turned the music on to make the person who's giving a speech stop talking. We could have probably done that
Okay, we're
20
not
minutes,
finished yet.
20 minutes ago.
Jeff, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, we're not.
Jeff. Jeff, stand up.
Oh, I'm not leading a song.
Yes, you are.
We played the song. So
We're
we're
gonna sing. We are gonna have a sing-along, and we're all going to sing
Let me
Happy
turn my
Trails to Dr.
microphone
Simroth.
Oh.
So do not leave, and Mrs. Bradley is gonna lead our singing.
I feel like we're going to church.
Here are the words. Hush. Everybody stand up and sing them.
Happy trails to you. I see ya. All right. Until
You
we
know,
meet-
if I was your teacher, you would have all just failed. So, all right, Jeff, you can
Not
get
you,
back to
Deidre.
business.
Not
If she
you.
was my teacher, I
Deidre,
would be
thank you.
asleep.
You'd be suspended.
I'd be suspended because I'd fall asleep in her class.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, so. All right, so we're moving on to item 10, personnel docket. So this is the part where we vote to convene or not to convene an executive session.
I make a motion that we convene an executive session.
A second. Yes.
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 Those of you who aren't required to stay can go.
Hey, just. That's not your thing.
Oh.
Okay. So I want to acknowledge the board has returned from executive session. No votes were taken, anything like that. Item 10C, just want to discuss some possible action on the attached Exhibit A personnel items and rehires. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Okay, thank you. Second?
Second. Yes.
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 I make a motion, we adjourn this meeting?
I second. Yes.
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 Yes.